right? So now do fat people, Joy. You want to use smokers, all right? That's a person who knows the risks, knows the warnings. There are literally years, generations of studies. We know the ramifications and the consequences of what smoking a cigarette consistently, addictively, and habitually will do to your health, all right? We're talking about people who are wanting to maintain their health. People are wanting to take care of their health. You wouldn't apply that same thing to say that the fat chick that's now the model on the cover of Self magazine or whatever that magazine is, the health magazine that's out there and saying, oh, well, now we've been shaming people from going to the gym and all. You've seen the cover. This is the kind of, and we're going to start taking our policy and we're going to start trying to create how we're going to function in America based off of what Germany's doing to its citizens. Get the F out of here. I mean, are you kidding me? Get out of here with this nonsense. We're going to base what we're doing off of Germany's standards. Germany is now penalizing its citizens for not getting a medical procedure. And by the way, the hospitals are not filled with the unvaccinated. It's the vaccinated. It's the people who have got the juice and the boost. They're the ones. You're going to tell me that IKEA, oh, really, I'm going to base my health decisions off of what a company out of Sweden, IKEA, is going to choose to do with its employees. I mean, really, listen to yourself, Joy Reid. You're a clown show. This is a clown show. And I had a guy, I'm telling you, I had a guy the other day who we were at a campaign event, and he asked a question. He raised his hand. He said, basically, we got a lot of guns. Why are we going to keep playing with these people? At what point in time, and this is what he said. He said, at what point in time do we get permission to fight back? I said, well, the thing about freedom is you don't need permission. Yeah, you don't need permission. Now, I'm not advocating for violence. Nobody ever in their right mind advocates for violence. But if you come at me, you approach me with violence, and what Joy Reid is saying, that's violent talk. You're going to take benefits from me and my family. You're going to make it where I can't operate in civil society. I can't operate in a free market. I can't move about the country freely. I can't go out there and provide a salary. I can't provide income. I can't provide provision. I can't provide food and shelter. I can't provide for my family. That's violence being enacted on me. So now what am I going to do? What are the consequences? Because I think all of these blathering, fat-ass, talking heads like Joy Reid, who has never sweated a day in her fat-ass life to provide anything. All she does is flaps her fat fucking face and talks to the American public like she's an expert on anything. You know what? Let me do this real quick. I want to just Google something. Joy Reid expertise. Here we go, folks. Google's going to lay it out. You know what Joy Reid's done in her life? Not a fucking thing. But you're going to tell me and you're going to tell the American public that I can't function, that I can't operate in civil society, that I can't, as an American, determine my own destiny and future, that you're going to legislate how I operate? Joy Reid. Joy Reid. She's a correspondent, a liberal political commentator. Oh, she was on the Hollywood Reporter. That gives her all of the background right there. She was born in Brooklyn. She started being a quote-unquote journalist in 1997. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where she suddenly became a virologist, where she became a sociologist, where she determined who's going to get locked down, who's going to get quarantined, who's going to have to mandate, who's going to have to be mandated, who's going to have to socially distance, who's going to have to mask up. When did Joy Reid? At what point in time did we start depending on Joy Reid or any other talking puppet at MSNBC to dictate American policy? God. Consequences. Where are the consequences? People like that run their mouth need to be slapped in the face with consequences. You have no idea the bear that you're poking. My God in heaven, are you that brain dead? Are you that stupid? Are you that dull? Are you that socially unaware to understand that there are Americans out here who bust their ass to make sure that America works properly? Driving down the road, working the fields, growing the crops. I mean, my God in heaven, the Americans that are out there working their tails off for Joy Reid, who's going to turn around and claim to be oppressed because she's a person of color. You know what this is? What this is? This is a person like Joy Reid and all these other people who have that sense of superiority because they've marginalized themselves as an oppressed group of people. And now they're going to get their revenge on you. Now they found some people to oppress themselves, and they're using their political place of power and platform to be able to speak out about taking your freedom. Because you know what? At the end of the day, this is just human. That's just the human race. That's how we do. We f*** each other. That's what we do. We try to find ways to f*** each other. How's that? Bleep the whole damn show at this point, Chris. I'm so sick of this. What are the consequences?